Hey guys, Paul here at Rapids Wholesale. Hey, I'm down in our little warehouse studio, and all week we've been uncrating the Volition line of commercial refrigeration. I wanted to take this chance to introduce you to the VSP series of prep table from Volition. All right, so the VSP series comes with 3 available units. There's a 27-inch single door unit available. There is a 48-inch, that's this unit right here, and then there's a full 60-inch unit available. Now the pan configurations in the top of the prep table are going to be a little different for each one. The little 27-inch unit is going to come with 6 1/6 size pans, and then you get 2 1/9 size pans. And then when you move into this 48-inch unit, you're going to get 12 1/6 size pans, and then the 60-inch unit gets you 16 full 1/6 size pans. And the standard pans that come in the unit are 4 inches deep, but they do hold a pan up to 6 inches deep if that's what you're used to using. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the construction of the units. The first thing that you might notice right out of the gate here is, like much of the other Volition line of equipment we've seen, it's almost entirely made out of stainless steel. So the front and the doors are stainless steel, the sides are stainless steel, the lid, the back of the lid unit right here, stainless steel. Actually, when we go inside of the unit too, you're going to notice a stainless steel interior door, the sides, the bottom, the back, the blower housing, all of that is constructed out of stainless steel. We like that. That makes it's very, very durable, very rugged, very good looking. Also adding to its durability is the fact that the insulation, we're looking at 2-inch foamed in place polyurethane insulation pretty much in the entire box. So that's including the doors, the sides, the bottom, the back. I mean, 2-inch foamed in place insulation pretty much in this entire unit. Okay, so let me show you a little bit more about the door. It comes with the standard Volition recessed pocket handle, which is it's really deep and really good and easy to grab, nice firm grab. Pretty much anywhere you're at in your workspace, it's easy to grab hold of it. You might also notice that the doors are self-closing, so you don't have to really worry about leaving one ajar. That thing's gonna close on its own. When we look to the door, then also, you know, the door gasket is an important part of any refrigeration unit. These are magnetic door gaskets, and they're very easy to replace. Gaskets are a wear part, and over time they get brittle and you got to replace them. The design of these door gaskets is a barb style. So they're very easy to pull off when the time comes, and then to replace them with the barb style, you just push them in, and almost like a hook, they'll move into place. And you can put them in without the use of any tools. You can do it by hand, so that's pretty big. I guess we can take a closer look at the inside of the unit here. To change the temperature of the units, we have a thermostatic control dial in the back right-hand corner. That's part of the blower housing. You can monitor the temperature of the unit with the thermometer that's included mounted here on the right. The units are going to come with 1 shelf per door, okay? And that shelf comes actually mounted from the factory, but if you did need to raise its level, it's easy to do. There's just these little shelf clips. You move them up the pilaster. The pilaster is even numbered to make sure you coordinate them well and you can move it up. Additional shelving units are available as an accessory. Okay, so that's the inside of the box. While I'm down here, show you the casters. So we got heavy duty 6-inch casters, and the front 2 are locking. So 6-inch heavy duty means it's super easy to move this thing into place on your line. And then once you get it into the location where you like to have it, you can lock it into place by just stepping on that there. Okay. 6-inch lock-in caster. All right, so let's move up the box. First thing I notice here is we have a nice 10-inch cutting board. Okay, this cutting board is reversible, so once you wear down one side, you can start cutting on the other side. Also dishwasher safe, should you have a dishwasher large enough to accommodate it. If not, you can get it up into your sink. It's pretty simple to spray that thing down and wipe it clean, and then bring it back over to the table, and it slides easily into these stainless steel brackets. So you just pop that right back in there. When the time comes that you've worn down both sides, it's going to happen eventually. this is a standard accessory piece, so it's easy to replace that. Moving up from the cutting board and then actually into the pan unit. See, prep tables, you know, they're the second most popular piece of refrigeration in commercial kitchens, right underneath the reach-in, because this is where we keep all the toppings. And we use prep tables to put toppings on, you know, sandwiches, obviously salads and pizzas and many other products. And having a prep table, it's, you know, it's kind of a love-hate thing. We love it because of the ease of getting to the product. We hate it because oftentimes they're not the most efficient in terms of refrigeration, like an under-counter unit would be, because a lot of the cool, you know, in the box can escape through the top of a prep unit. So right out of the gate, I want you to take note of the lid. So the lid, apart from being stainless steel, having a very nice, secure, sturdy handle, it's insulated, okay? And that's really quite huge, because that's gonna help prevent a lot of loss of cooling when this thing is, you know, not in service. So at the end of the day, you can feel comfortable that it's gonna maintain temp without any issue. Also note that the lid itself locks into place when it's up. I like that. I just think that's clever, because, you know, it's happened to me in the past when I'd be working inside here and some idiot on the other side of the line throw an orange at me or a loaf of bread or something. If it hits this lid, that lid comes down on your hands, that can sting. This thing's gonna lock up in place until you're ready to put it down. So that's pretty big. But I guess one of the other benefits of this design, or one of the other ways I should say that the Volition, it sets itself apart from others in the industry, is, well, underneath the pans here, and I'll take these pans out, we notice we got 4-inch deep, 1/6 size pans here that come standard. Again, it can accommodate a 6-inch pan, no worries. You also get the adapter bars, all stainless steel, come with the unit. But right down inside here, you hear that? It's a divider, okay? There's a divider that's been put in place in the manufacturing process, and you can kind of see it here too. What happens with this divider is it isolates this pan area from the lower unit. And along the top of the unit here, what we have is a system that's going to blow the coldest air possible right into this top chamber, which is almost kind of pressurized, and it's ensuring that out of the whole refrigeration system, the coldest air that's being generated first hits these pans and keeps this product, the product that's the most exposed to the elements, the coldest it can be. So that's going to help prevent spoilage and maintain the, you know, the freshness of your toppings over time. So that's pretty big. Another huge secondary advantage of having this divider, this divider, by the way, is available on the 48-inch units and the 60-inch units, okay? We don't find it on the 27-inch unit, unfortunately, but it's still a really good unit, don't get me wrong. But maybe a reason to jump up to the 2-door unit if you have the space is for this system alone, because not only does that make sure that we have proper temperature, the best possible cold at these pan units is, you know, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but let's imagine this is a pan of pickles, okay? And it's time for me to go replenish my pickles. And I got my adapter bar and I got my pan full of pickles, and whoops, I miss the adapter bar. Now, on most refrigeration units, prep units, most other manufacturers, if I were to drop that pan would have went down into the lower chamber. And if that were pickles, I would have pickle juice over everything that I had stored down here. So very few manufacturers, actually the leading manufacturer, I guess, in terms of sales in the market right now, doesn't even offer this feature, which is pretty huge. So yeah, the pan happened to land, you know, straight up and down, and I think, you know, with the 6-inch pan, almost certainly it would stay right side right. 4-inch pan most likely will too. So even it spilling a little bit, I think would be uncommon. I like that. I think that's a pretty big deal. Okay, so that's the pan section and the pan units. Guess I could show you some stuff on the back of the unit here. So moving around to the back, notice all the stainless steel, okay, and then we get to the back of the unit. Another thing that goes hand in hand with a prep table, or excuse me, a prep unit is the, you know, plating. And so what we have here are pre-drilled and tapped holes here that allow for us to easily attach overshelving, okay? And there's a single shelf and a double shelf over shelf that you can attach just to keep your plates and baskets on. So while you're in production, you know, you're making a thing, you can grab the plate, throw the sandwich on there, and then off it goes. So that's kind of a neat feature. And to attach those over shelves, you can do that simply with thumb screws. And so you can put them on right inside your kitchen. You don't have to, without any tools again. So that's pretty big stuff. Notice these spacers, okay, these are here intentionally to make sure that the unit keeps the proper distance away from the wall to allow for your unit to breathe. We want to make sure we have proper ventilation so it doesn't have to work harder than it would have to, and so that's pretty big. When it comes time to do your preventative maintenance, it's easy to do that too. These screws, well, you just take those out and then the whole grill will come back, exposing the bottom unit so you can get in there and do your cleaning, which you should do periodically. Yeah, so that's the VSP prep line in a nutshell. Other things I can tell you about it, I guess, is the spec is pretty much the same in terms of the footprint that they require. It's going to match pretty much any other unit that you might have on your line right now. So if you have something that's getting a little tired and it's time for replacement, I mean, this is a 48-inch unit and it will go right into the same footprint where your existing 48-inch unit might be. So yep, pretty much factory standard footprints on those. As far as listings go, we have UL and ETL listings for both electrical and sanitation. So that brings in the NSF standard. So for open food even. So it's, yeah, it has everything it needs to have, and it's built solid, and we think they're going to be great.